Hello, Mercurial girl here, and today's astrology topic is going to be ruling planet based on your rising sign. So if you don't have your birth chart memorized like a psycho, go get your birth chart and know what your rising or ascendant sign is. We are going to be going through all of them in this video, and the reason we are starting here on our astrology lessons is because I want you to know why I'm calling myself Mercurial girl. So in my personal birth chart, and birth chart for anyone that's new to this is your soul screenshot. That moment you took your first breath of air, the sky kind of takes a little screenshot that sets in line the energies for this life path for you. So if you don't know it, go to Google, search birth chart, type in your birth date. You need your birth time correct for your rising sign and your birthplace to create that birth chart so that you can go through it deeper and learn what you're here to do. It's amazing knowledge to know. So for me, I have 6 different planets that are either in the sign of Gemini or Virgo. And both Gemini and Virgo are ruled by the planet Mercury, thus creating Mercurial girl. Mercury is the planet of logic and communication and just sucking in as much knowledge as possible. And that is all my brain does. And for me, not having an outlet to share astrology is about driving me mad because of how much I think about it and am consuming it. So here we are, sharing it out, letting my Mercury just teach to you all of the stuff that I have up here. So we are going to start at Aries, the first sign of the zodiac wheel, and go through each and every one of them. So for Aries rising, your ruling planet is going to be Mars. So for each of the signs we go through, not only do you want to see what sign Mars is in your birth chart, but you also want to see what house it lands in, so you can kind of get a more personalized description of how this is going to manifest in your life. But as a general overview for each of them, Aries rising being ruled by Mars. Mars is the planet of intensity, passion, our drive, our energy. And because that is your ruling planet, there's always a natural action mode of Aries risings. They're always driven by something that they are passionate about. You'll see them zooming with energy from one task to the next, just really soaking in that kind of competitive and fiery spirit of Mars energy. And this also makes them very, very motivated to continue to go after what they love. For my Taurus rising folks, you guys are ruled by Venus. To pinpoint this down, you always want to look at what sign your Venus is in and what house it's in. But as a general, being Venus ruled already gives you kind of this vibey aesthetic energy. People can naturally just kind of feel that lovey energy coming off of you. And Taurus risings always just kind of make you feel comfortable and loved and cared for. You guys channel that Venus energy a little different than Libra, that is also ruled by Venus, by caring a little bit more about owning the material items that make you feel comfortable. You often want to have the aesthetic where you feel comfortable. You want those items that are quality, that make you feel like you actually have what you want around you. Now, next is going to be Gemini risings. Gemini risings, just like my Virgo rising, are ruled by Mercury. Hello, Mercurian people. And because you're ruled by Mercury, this gives you a drive for always wanting to learn, always wanting to share and talk and exchange ideas. Gemini is an air sign. It moves very quickly compared to its counterpart of Virgo. So Gemini is known for being a little bit spotty and jumping from thing to thing, but it's still driven by that Mercury, which just really wants to suck in and consume as much knowledge as possible. And Gemini loves to share and talk about those things. Next on the wheel is Cancer. And if you are a Cancer rising, your moon is set as your chart ruler. So being ruled by the moon is a little bit tricky because the moon is changing signs every 2.5 days, which is why Cancer risings are kind of known for having this emotional undercurrent. You guys are constantly changing moons because your ruling planet is moving all of the time in the sky. So for Cancer risings, you want to look to the moon to kind of ebb and flow with life and understand where your emotional undercurrents could be coming from. This also makes you extremely nurturing. You're able to feel the emotional undercurrents that a lot of people do not even sense or understand. And you can really come off nurturing by being able to perceive and know this to be true. Leo risings, you guys are ruled by the sun, and it's the most beautiful thing to get to witness a Leo rising in the flesh. They radiate this warm, glowing light from being ruled by the sun. They naturally shine no matter what they do. So everyone needs to stop with the hate on Leo, just demanding attention. They get the attention because it feels good to be around them. Leo risings, because you're ruled by the sun, you really need to own and express outwardly your sense of individuality. You are meant to find creative outlets and channels to radiate that sun energy. Next up is going to be our Virgo risings. Hello, my people. Virgo risings are ruled by Mercury, just like their counterpart Gemini. The difference between the two, Virgo still loves and craves to dig into knowledge. Virgo is an earth sign, so there's more of a deeper dive and a slower paced energy. So Virgo is always taking in the details of what is going on around them and using it and applying it to set a better daily routine and help really other people navigate just the day-to-days of life. Virgo is always going to be analyzing what's around them, just like Gemini. Virgo just won't always share unless they feel like they're being called to share their insights. It could be a little bit more withdrawn of an energy, but honestly, if everyone around them is getting it wrong, Virgo is going to step up and share their knowledge to make sure it starts happening correctly. Next up is going to be Libra. Libra rising people, just like Taurus risings, are ruled by Venus. Libra manifests a little bit differently. They still can be so vibey. There's still a really strong aesthetic here that is deeply cared about from being ruled by the planet that rules love and art and beauty. But with Libra risings, there is also this partnership and relationship kind of extra emphasis. Libra rules balance in the universe. This is balance between interpersonal relationships, finding an internal balance, and helping just to balance the things that are around them. So they kind of channel that more Venus love energy. They care a lot about the people that they have around them and want the people around them to be adding to their essence. So way less than kind of Taurus's material world focus, Libra is going to be focused on who is around them. Going next into Scorpio risings. Scorpio risings, you guys will forever intrigue my Virgo rising over here. Scorpio risings are ruled by the planet Pluto, and Scorpio also was traditionally ruled by Mars. So there's kind of a little Mars energy on top of Pluto. So Pluto is the planet that represents rebirth, transformation, a lot of shifting. There's kind of like a shadowy effect to Pluto. It typically rules some of the subconscious behaviors that you don't always see. And because Scorpio is ruled by this planet, there's always this underlying current that is causing them to transform. Scorpio risings go through more rebirth than the average person in their lifetime. It seems like life is always teaching them something new, but they are so good at bringing hidden secrets up to the surface. They not only are being taught that from the universe, but I think they really help people around them to see their shadow sides by not always revealing what they are feeling and seeing, and you're watching them. I feel like you can learn learn a lot about yourself from watching how Scorpio rising kind of mirror it back to you. Next up is Sagittarius risings, and Sagittarius risings are ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, abundance, and Sagittarius rising people are just always naturally lucky. It's like the universe gives them what they need right when they need it. If you're stressed about what's going to go wrong, Sagittarius is always the optimist, knowing that it's just going to be okay because the universe is always kind of giving them a helping hand. Next up is going to be Capricorn. Capricorn risings are ruled by the planet Saturn. Saturn is the planet of hard lessons, discipline, responsibility, work ethic, and Capricorn risings are always hustling. They're always putting that work ethic forward, going after their goals. They really have an unshakable determination to make things happen. They also can get burnout because it's really hard for them to rest. The next sign is going to be Aquarius risings. Aquarius rising people are ruled by the planet Uranus. Uranus represents individuality, uniqueness, eccentricness, and I feel like Aquarius risings are always super unique. They come off vibey in their own way. You always tend to notice them in their kind of quirky, eccentric nature. Aquarius really cares about collective good and what's going on for humanity. And with that Uranus kind of rebellion side, they really care about changing things up that are no longer working. They want to go against the conventional and really set the tone for kind of a unique change in the world around them and greater humanity at large.